Hey everyone, so today I'm sharing with you all a little, kind of big, pretty big, Sephora haul that I did last week. So I've used some of the products. Got to get this brush back so I can talk about that. Some of the things I can definitely give some good first impressions on. But yeah, I had not been into the store in so long, and it was really fun to go and pick out some things rather than just shopping online, which is what I mostly do when I shop from Sephora. And we live around about 3 or 4. We actually live around a lot of Sephoras, and I just never really go in the store that much. I just am an online shopping kind of gal, but it is really fun when you actually go in and find some things. So first, I'm going to talk about this brush so I can put it back because it is a little dirty. It is the Pro Airbrush number 55, and I fell in love. I've got to wash this one. It's sitting out in the little dirty brushes. Fell in love with the 56 for foundation. And I thought that it would be worth giving the 55 a try. And I will say I definitely prefer the 56. It looks like a tiny brush for foundation, but it is probably my favorite foundation brush. It is just so perfect and very dense, but still soft enough to where you don't feel like it's like knocking off your makeup. It's just really great, and I love the shape of it. It works really, really well. So the 55 is not as dense. It's very soft, and I used it with my liquid foundation. It works fine. I even if I want to like really get it in a smaller area or really have a little more coverage, I'll sort of pinch it, you know, and make it a little more dense. But I find that this brush I really love for sort of like, it's kind of an unnecessary thing, I guess, but if I say like I use the 56 brush for my foundation, I could use this after and really like buff it all in, because you can't really do that with the 56. You really can, like, you can buff it in, but as far as just going over making sure everything's blended, this is really wonderful, and these two work amazing hand in hand. It's ridiculous to say you need these two brushes, you know, to apply the same thing, but trust me, it is worth it. It is really nice, and if you like powder foundation or mineral foundation, this would be amazing. I think that's what this would be the best for. Also, for blush, this would be wonderful. For powder, this is just, I think, a very versatile brush. So it's great for blending. Powder, you could even use bronzer with it. It's small enough to where you could really do, you know, you could really, you know, use it and get it where you need it. So, good brush. I'm really happy with it. It's not what I intended to use it for. I intended to use it for like a just sort of like a larger version of this. I know that probably drove y'all crazy when that phone went off. I'll turn that off. But yeah, it's just both of those, the Sephora airbrush brushes, Pro Airbrush brushes, I've been really impressed with. Okay, so next I picked up some of my Matte Velvet Plus foundation. Speaking of foundation, I always do this in the summertime. I end up going back to it. I love my IT Cosmetics CC cream, but in the summertime, you start sweating, your skin gets oilier. I live in an area in the south where it is humid, and a lot of things just don't hold up. So in the summertime, I actually go back to this thicker foundation and I just apply it differently. I just don't use as much. It covers wonderful, and it feels just as light as a lighter foundation because I don't cake it on. This is waterproof. It really is. It's amazing stuff. So what I do is I use the 30 and the 25 mixed together. The 25 on its own is a bit light for me. The 30 I can wear on its own, but sometimes I'll look at it and feel like it looks a little too maybe dark, pinky. Not like an orangey dark, but it just sometimes it just doesn't look quite right until I get a bit darker. I used to actually use the 40 a long time ago. I think the 35 is way too pink. The 40 I remember I would use when I have a lot more of a tan. I haven't really liked the look of a tan, really, a heavy tan in the past couple years for me. But yeah, so I got both of these. Definitely 100% most purchased foundation, most repurchased. It's wonderful if you have oily skin, if you have breakout prone skin, if you want a good foundation that will hold up against all those things and humidity and summertime and sweating, that's it. A lot of times I find I don't even need concealer when I use that. So that's awesome. I got a few Laura Mercier products. The only product that I really use by Laura Mercier that is like in my always rotation is a Secret Brightening Powder. I just like to kind of dust that under my eyes. It's really, really good for setting under eye concealer. I find a lot of other transparent things, like even like the NARS, they're just not as bright as that. I find that they can kind of, I don't know, I feel like it makes my under eye area look dull, but that doesn't. I really love it. So I was looking through some of the Laura Mercier stuff because in the past I went, gosh, probably like 4 years ago, I went through a phase where I was really into a lot of her stuff. And I found that she had a few eyeshadows that were kind of like featured together. There were some purples and this, and I believe like a gray. And this one was just gorgeous. It was, it's called Stellar, and it's beautiful. It has like a bit of a frosted sheen to it, but it's really, really brightening and pretty. It's not gonna look like a crazy frost or anything like that. I thought it would just be really, really perfect, like one of those that I could always keep in my makeup bag or always keep in my rotation and just add to whatever I'm using no matter what. And I feel like I could just take that and put it over my lids and use liner and call it a day when I really didn't want a heavier shadow look. So then I saw these, and I've never really heard of these. I had never seen anything about these, and I just kind of feel like, I kind of felt like it was something that I would really like. It's called the Matte Radiance Baked Powder, and this is in Highlight 01. So that's the actual shade, Highlight 01. And I thought it looked really, really pretty. So it looks like that, sort of like a baked, almost like a mineral type looking thing, and you can kind of see that it is domed. And I thought it looked really brightening because it has that pinkish tone to it. It swatches really, not heavily, but you can just see how pigmented it is. So when I swatched it in the store, it was beautiful. This one is even prettier, it seems, but oh wow, yeah, that is like really, really pigmented. So I love that because I'll have to blend that out. Sometimes it's really hard to find like good highlighters that like even my Hourglass Ethereal Light, I know this looks nuts, I gotta blend it out. I wasn't expecting it. I'm used to having to use a lot to get like a very subtle effect, but that's really pretty. So yeah, next time I won't have to use so much. But dang, that was really nice. So I think that is one of the prettiest highlighters I've ever seen. I'm really excited about that. So really bulky packaging. I think the mirror's kind of a little, but I get it because it's domed, I guess. But yeah, really bulky packaging, but cool. I think this is a really good highlighter. This is definitely the most pigmented highlighter that I have, or has the most payoff. Where's my bag? I had to set my bag down because I was like, it was hot. Okay, so then I'm really excited about this. I wandered into the back of the store, like where they have all of the like the bath stuff and the skin stuff. And I had gotten a sample of the L'Occitane body oil in the almond, it's the almond body oil, and I absolutely loved it, and I'm still working my way through that sample. So when I went back there, I looked at that and thought that I might purchase the almond body oil, but then I saw this, it's the almond shower oil. I considered getting both, but like I said, I'm still working my way through that sample, and it's a generous sample, so I thought I'll just skip it and see how the shower oil is, and I really can say this is awesome stuff. I have used this probably, I would say like 4 times, and it's really nice just to put in your hand at the end of your shower after you've washed and stuff. Just put it all over. You don't even feel like when you get it, I mean, it rinses clean. It doesn't feel like you've got oil all over you. But when you get out, it almost feels like you're like your skin's already comfortable. Like you don't need, you don't feel the immediate need to like slather yourself in lotion. Like it really makes your skin feel and look nice. And it is amazing for shaving. It almost like creates a lather. It's very interesting. It doesn't clog up your razor or anything like some oils do. It's really nice and it smells really good. Okay, a couple more things. I got a mask. I got the Basha Cool Blue Calming Mask. It is a peel-off mask, and the ingredients, it doesn't have anything harsh in it. It doesn't have any like crazy, treatment ingredients for acne or anything like that, which I like. I like masks sometimes that are just kind of like calming, or this one, which is supposed to be revitalizing and refreshing. It says it's a peel-off mask that instantly cools, calms inflammation, and relieves redness. So I think that's kind of neat. And it says it's got some kind of antioxidant or anti-inflammatory ingredient that helps soothe and reveal calmer, clearer skin. So I guess you put it on. It says apply a thick, opaque, even layer to clean, dry skin. Leave on 25 minutes or until completely dry. I like masks that you leave on for a long time. A lot of times, even if a mask says like 5 or 10 minutes, I'll still leave it on longer. So leave it on for 25 minutes and you gently peel off the mask from the outer edges. I like peel off masks, and I say that and I've only probably had one, and it was when I was maybe like 16 years old, but I remember it was so cool and I really liked using it. So I'm sure that the Boscia or whatever is good stuff. And then I got one more thing. As I was checking out, I saw that they had, well, they carry the Drybar fairly new styling products. I have actually been to a Drybar before, and there's one in Atlanta, and I liked it all right. I think sometimes when other people do your hair and they don't really, sometimes it's just like I don't need a full blowout, and they should have been able to tell that from my hair texture, because it's very straight, and they were just like, it was overkill. Like they were like pulling on it with a brush and just like really getting the hair, and I'm thinking, dude, you could let it air dry and get the same effect. You know what I mean? And it was just so flat. But he did curl it nice, even though it smelled kind of burnt afterwards. It was fine though. It looked fine and whatever. And I would go back to try it again. My friend went and her hair was gorgeous. They did it really well. But sometimes just nobody really knows how to do your hair. Not that my hair looks like amazing today or anything. I'm out of my Paul Mitchell good stuff. You know what I'm saying, hot off the press, so I need to get more of that. So I think it gives me a lot more volume when I curl, so I need to get more of that. Back on the subject though, when I went about a year ago, it was before that they carried their little, you know, before they had their little yellow Buttercup hair dryer that they sell now, and it was before, I'm trying to open this thing as I say this, and they also have now like all of the styling products that sort of match the name of what you get your hair done. Basically, if you haven't heard of Drybar, it started as a bunch of salons. They only do blowouts and styles. So you go in and you sort of order what you want. They bring you drinks and stuff. It's really fun. And all of the hairstyles are named, I believe, after different like drinks, like the Mai Tai or a, I can't think of any now, so whatever, but they're named after drinks. But anyways, I wanted to try some of their styling products, and this was a cute little set as you checked out. It was a good price. I forgot how much it was, but I thought that it was a good price for the amount that you got. So let me get all the little products out. So you get 3 things. First, you get the Southern Belle Volumizing Mousse. I used to be a big mousse person back in the day. My hair, back in the day, like 10 years ago. My hair, it would probably be like the best candidate for a mousse because it is pretty flat and fair, or fine. Most of the time I just like to use like a thickening lotion now, but I'm gonna try it because if I found a good mousse that I liked, I'd probably use it. So this is called the Southern Belle Volumizing Mousse. Yeah, it's cute, like it says how to serve. Pretty cute. And then I got the Detox Dry Shampoo. And I'm out of dry shampoo completely right now, so I thought, perfect, I'll try that one. And then the Moneymaker Flexible Hold Hairspray. I love a good aerosol hairspray in a travel size. And I love my Tresemme. It's cheap. You know, I haven't found anything that really compares to it, even more expensive things. If I found something that was amazing, I might pay a little more for it, but still, I feel like all those things are things that I will use. So that is it for the haul. A lot of stuff, a lot more than I expected to talk about. Took a lot longer to talk about than I expected. But regardless, I hope that you guys enjoyed checking out the new products that I got, and maybe you'll try some of them too, especially ones that I've already used that I can recommend. But yeah, I hope that you guys have a wonderful week or weekend. Not sure when I'm going to post this, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye.